All right now. Uh, your name and position for the gentleman of the committee, please.
I am Emily Wheelock-Reed. I'm director of the Alabama Public Library Service.
And what does being director of the library service entail?
I and my staff seek to provide guidance, resources, and of course books, to libraries throughout the state. Librarians come to Montgomery to our office in the glorious archive building to view new books in the stacks, or use our research materials. We also distribute the recommended book list that is provided by ALA, the American Library Association.
Ah, the American Library Association. Now, where are they based?
In Chicago.
And you distribute around the state of Alabama what this association recommends?
Their biannual notable books list, yes.
May I get a copy of this notable books list that you have spread like dandelion seeds throughout Alabama?
Of course, we will get that to you.
And these notable books are in the Alabama Public Library Services holdings.
Yes, or they're probably on order.
All right, so going back now for our newcomers, you are then sort of the head librarian in Alabama.
That is one way to put it, yes.
Now, don't be shy, Miss Reed. You are really the state librarian.
Well...
You are. You are. And I think it's something to be proud of. The chief librarian of the great state of Alabama. Now, tell me, Miss Reed, if I was a little librarian, say, from Tombigbee County, and I wanted some new books for my little library, could I come to you for some advice?
Yes, that is exactly what you might do.
And you might recommend books?
Yes, based on the needs of your community, yes.
Oh, what was that? You know, I'm sorry. Say that again for me, Miss Reed. I'm a little deaf in this ear from a hunting trip as a boy. Ringing, I often get ringing in this ear here.
I might recommend books, keeping in mind the needs of the community.
Ah, the needs of the community. And by that you mean what? You wouldn't want to recommend to the Tombigbee County Public Library a book about, say, how to build an igloo,
Well, that would depend.
On what, Miss Reed?
On the county's interest in igloos, sir.
Well, Tombigbee County hasn't seen snow ever, as far as recorded modern history is concerned, Miss Reed.
But still, the community might be curious about igloos, Senator. They may in fact dream at night about the mystery of igloos. Books allow us to solve mysteries, satisfy curiosity, to realize dreams.
Well, I don't know about dreams, Miss Reed. But why would you recommend such a book? Tell me honestly now. Do you think that the ladies of Tombigbee County's chapter of the Women's Christian Temperance Union are likely to move their Thursday meetings into an igloo? I don't. No, sir. I do not.
I agree with you on that point, but that does not preclude the county's interest in other cultures. And if the Tombigbee County librarian sought such a book for her constituency, I would do what I could to get her that book. A book funded by your good committee.
There it is, that ringing in my ear again, Miss Reed. Could you just please back it up for me a little bit? Say again what you said before.
I would help a librarian find a book.
No, earlier.
If the library's constituent...
Before that.
I suggested that a community may be interested in other cultures, Senator.
Ah, other cultures. Now, what does that mean?
A culture other than your own.
A culture other than my own. Are we talking about Eskimos, Miss Reed, or something else?
We are talking about any culture you may wish to know about, including the Eskimos or Inuit people.
Other than my own, though?
Yes, and including your own culture.
So, there is room for my culture in the Tombigbee County Library.
There has always been a place for you at the Tombigbee County Library, Senator. Your culture has been well represented since the very founding of the library and the establishment of that county. You are so well represented, in fact, that the culture for which the county is named has been blotted out by volumes of books concentrating on your culture.
My culture.
I'm sure you know what Tombigbee means.
You know, I admit I do not. There's a lapse there. I don't know.
Tombigbee is a Choctaw Indian word, roughly meaning coffin maker. It refers to burial boxes used by Choctaws.
Well, I see. Well, for the record, Miss Reed, I hail from Marengo County, and that's named after a little Italian town. Where are you from, Miss Reed?
From? I live in Montgomery, sir.
But where are your people from?
I was born in Asheville.
Asheville, Alabama?
No, North Carolina.
I assumed you were an Alabama lady.
I am now.
But not born here.
As I said...
Well, you did your schooling here, right? That's at University of Alabama or Alabama Polytech or...
No.
Oh, in North Carolina then.
I grew up in Indiana, and I attended Indiana University.
Oh, so you're a Hoosier then.
Hoosier.
Hoosier. All right. Here I thought you were a true lady of the South, and you are, after all, a Hoosier.
Well, not a Hoosier by birth, Senator, but certainly by matriculation.
In fact, you have matriculated all over the map, haven't you, Miss Reed? Why, you were librarian in Detroit, weren't you? And in exotic and faraway Hawaii. You know, when I think of Hawaii, I do not think of libraries.
For being unaware of my place of birth, Senator, you seem to know my resume. So you must know that I was also a librarian in Louisiana prior to my work here, and I taught library science at the University of Florida.
I've been doing a lot of reading lately, Miss Reed, but there are gaps. For example, I don't know if you're a married lady.
I am not.
Nice, smart, attractive lady like you, never married.
No, Senator. Is that a concern?
No. No, ma'am, no concern at all. Well, we'll move on. I would just like to see you happy, that's all. And I think it's normal and natural for a woman to be married. That's all.